Fine grind is often treated as the solution to weak espresso. Grind finer, increase resistance, slow the shot, extract more. But the hidden reason fine grinds make espresso unstable has nothing to do with strength and everything to do with physics at the particle level. When coffee is ground extremely fine, the proportion of microscopic particles, known as fines, increases dramatically, and these fines behave completely differently from larger particles because they pack densely, migrate under pressure, and alter the permeability of the puck as extraction progresses. In a coarse grind, water moves relatively predictably through interconnected pores, but in a fine grind, the pore network becomes restricted and fragile, meaning that even tiny differences in distribution or tamping density can create drastic changes in flow resistance. And once pressurized water enters this tightly packed structure, it begins compressing weak zones, redistributing fines, and forming microchannels that accelerate unevenly, which explains why fine grind shots often start slow and controlled, then suddenly race toward the end. Extraction science shows that fines extract extremely quickly due to their high surface area to mass ratio, releasing acids and later bitter compounds at accelerated rates. So while the overall shot time may increase, localized overextraction intensifies in specific regions, creating the paradox where shot tastes both harsh and underdeveloped at the same time. The instability comes from the fact that permeability is not static. As solubles dissolve, structural support weakens, and the puck deforms under pressure, changing resistance mid-shot, which means the very act of extracting destabilizes the system further. Temperature amplifies this effect because hotter water increases dissolution rates in already stressed microzones, accelerating breakdown and encouraging channel formation. What makes fine grinds especially deceptive is that they appear to provide more control, slower flow, higher pressure readings, thicker crema. Yet beneath the surface, the extraction environment becomes more volatile, more sensitive to distribution imperfections, burr alignment errors, and machine inconsistencies. Grinder condition plays a major role here because worn or misaligned burrs increase the proportion of fines, widening particle size distribution and magnifying instability, which is why two grinders set to the same fine setting can produce drastically different extraction behavior. The science makes clear that espresso instability at fine settings is not caused by barista error alone, but by the inherent mechanics of compressing a heterogeneous powder into a dynamic porous medium under force, where small physical differences cascade into large flow changes. The solution is not to avoid fine grinding entirely, but to understand its limits, to narrow particle distribution through proper burr alignment and maintenance, to reduce unnecessary fines production, to stabilize water chemistry and temperature so extraction rates remain predictable, and to stop chasing longer shot times as a sign of quality when they may simply indicate a system on the verge of collapse. Once you see fine grind through this lens, you stop blaming random inconsistency and start recognizing the mechanical and physical reasons shots behave unpredictably. And that shift from guessing to diagnosing is exactly what we teach at BrewFix, because espresso isn't unstable by accident. It's unstable when particle chaos exceeds what the system can safely manage. Wrench BrewFix, keeping your coffee machines running and your mornings caffeinated.